World, I am Mish Curiosity. I speak on the lost, I speak on the forgotten, I speak on the missing. And today is Halloween, so happy Halloween. Okay, let me begin. The first person I would like to talk about is Carl Jackson. The violent legacy of a Halloween prank. One Halloween in the Bronx, teenagers threw eggs at a car. The eggs probably cost the boys a few dollars. They cost Carl Jackson his life. The year was 1998. Mr. Jackson and his girlfriend were picking up her 9-year-old son from a children's party. Mr. Jackson had just turned 21 a few weeks earlier. He was a quiet young man, the son of a nurse and a postal worker. He usually avoided going out on Halloween, not because he was too busy, because he thought it was dangerous. The teenagers' eggs struck their car. Mr. Jackson stepped out of the vehicle and an argument began. Mr. Jackson had sat back down in the passenger seat when one of the teenagers pulled out a gun. A single shot rang out, striking Mr. Jackson in the head, killing him. Gloria Jackson, who is Carl Jackson's mother, she says, "I think it took us 2 years to even talk about it. We were just devastated. We never thought that anyone from our family would be murdered, especially on a holiday for something stupid." Teresa Venegas was 16 years old when she was last seen on October 31st, 2006. Her family reported her missing the next day. Unfortunately, Teresa's body was found about midday on Friday, November 3rd, 2006, in an empty field to the north of Dickinson. 16-year-old Teresa was found raped and strangled, with her hair cut off. Her sister says, "I'm still very sad and hurt, but the main thing is we want closure, and we want whoever did this to be where they need to be, behind bars, so he doesn't hurt someone else," another little girl. Paranoid Quinton Patrick. Local reports say Patrick's girlfriend was freaked out when she saw a crowd wearing masks outside their South Carolina home. She alerted Patrick, fearing he was about to be killed. Patrick unloaded 30 bullets into the family, killing 12-year-old TJ, hitting his parent and one brother, and missing his other sibling. While the others survived their wound injuries, TJ died in the hospital. Patrick walked out the house with his hands up when police arrived. Inside the property, detectives found 7,504 ounces of cocaine and other drugs. He was charged with drug dealing, murder, and illegal possession of a gun. Ernestine Android. Ernestine was born on May 29, 1945. She loved get-togethers, family, talking, laughing, and living. She was a loving, sweet, kind person with a big heart. Ernestine sacrificed everything she had for her children. In October 1995, Ernestine began living with her son due to a divorce. On Halloween night, Ernestine's daughter and granddaughter came to visit. After a while, they left, leaving Ernestine alone to pass out candy. A short time later, Ernestine's boyfriend, Bill, found her stabbed to death on the kitchen floor. He then called her family and police. Police said that the door was ajar, but there was no forced entry. Nothing was stolen, and the knife used in the killing was nowhere to be found. 18-year-old Julia Simpson. She was a first-year student at the University of St. Thomas in Minnesota. She was looking to study business. Simpson was attending a Halloween party in Dinkytown when she fell over 2 side-by-side railings, falling 10 stories to her death during an off-campus Halloween party. Her parents say, when you remember their daughter, please remember her smile. 1984, Halloween night. The murder of 9-year-old Teresa Hall and her 12-year-old cousin, Sherry Gordon. The girls were last seen on Halloween night by their parents about 8 p.m. when they stopped at their home before leaving to continue trick-or-treating. 7-year-old Patricia Hall was with her older sister and cousin that night. The girls' mothers reported them missing at 11:48 p.m. and police searched the area for 2 days before construction workers found the girls in a vacant Longview apartment that was being remodeled. Patricia was in a closet and still alive. Her sister and cousin were found in the upstairs bedrooms of the unit. Sherry and Teresa had been strangled, one with a piece of clothing and the other with an electric cord. Both had been sexually assaulted. The murder of Tony Begley. Tony Begley was dressed as a skeleton for Halloween in the year 1994. He headed out that night with his family to go trick-or-treating near their home in North Las Vegas. Little did they know the night would end in a truly terrifying and tragic way. A mystery gunman reportedly jumped out of the darkness and opened fire at the group, shooting Tony in the head and killing him. The boy's older sister, mother, and aunt were also hit but survived. The only description witnesses gave was that the man was African American, about 5'8", and wearing dark clothing. Thank you for watching and happy Halloween.